So we have a Bitcoin and crypto bull market, runaway market at least, which may be just about to kick off. And I'm going to show you exactly why in today's show. Part of the reason is due to a short squeeze that we've seen, which we actually discussed was the likely outcome to occur within the next 24 to 48 hours. That was on yesterday's show. We had a look at the reasons why, and now that's exactly what we've got, right? So in today's show, we're going to have a look at where you can enter into the market, some of the best potential coins, and why this may be really the last buying opportunity despite prices already moving towards the upside. So smash the like button, hit the bell notification, and subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, let's get into it. You can see the risk appetite. It's exactly as predicted, guys. Where is it running to? Straight to the meme coin sector, right? As soon as the market has an appetite for risk and you start to see participants coming back in, the first things to run and things running the hardest are those meme coins, right? You have Nairo, SPX, and Popcat over there as the outliers on the daily time frame. And if you look on the weekly, it's pretty much exactly the same thing, right? What about the monthly? Also, again, meme coins are ruling over there, with over there on the yearly in the top. It's really only one real world asset coin that kind of can contend with the meme coin sector. And that shows you exactly what to expect as the market cycle persists and continues to move through the paces, right? So we'll have a look at a whole bunch over here today. Look, hourly is all looking good as well on the banter bubbles in the top 100. Let's quickly check 101 to 200, also looking good, and 201 to 300. Let's see what the trending coins look like. So again, also trending coins, mostly meme coin related. This is what the space has come to, and it's all due to a short squeeze. How do we know that? Well, we could see over here on the top side, the ratios were very, very skewed, right? That was yesterday. We had the majority of people running shorts for a number of days versus longs. Now you have more longs than shorts within the market, and eventually this will again rebalance out towards a 50-50. And then if you look over here at your 24-hour liquidations or your wreckness, that is 120 million give or take that's been wrecked, with the majority coming from the short side at 90, round up to 95 million. And we spoke about that, right? There was the liquidity that was residing above over here on the chart on the 24-hour. Now I've moved it to 3-day just to have a look back period. And that was coming in at 62,900-ish level. And consequently, price spiked into that. Now, if you go into the Whale Room Discord over here and you go and have a look at the liquidation deltas that we've put in over here, you can see that the majority of the deltas are actually, believe it or not, still red, right? So there is still a lot of shorts within the market, people trying to revenge trade, I guess, if they did get squeezed out of those positions. And the fear and greed jumped from yesterday at about a 33 straight to 49. And I can see it in the comments, right? What you guys are saying, FOMO, right? A lot of people have FOMO in the market right now, obviously looking to jump into this runaway market. The question is it really going to be a runaway market? Well, we'll go over the levels that must be cleared to confirm that it is truly going to lead into a runaway market. What is a runaway market? A runaway market is where prices just run away, right? That's it. Everything just goes higher and higher and higher, and you don't even have an opportunity to get in. And if you look at this over here, well, the signs have been there, right? The writing has been on the wall. You have your big SR flip region, resistance, 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 capping price over there. And this is high time frame stuff. This is your monthly time frame. And now you have pretty much the entire year worth of just bullish absorption, with bears failing to get price back down here. And this is why I've said for so long, every dip is an opportunity to buy, to get into the market, because it's likely going to lead into rapid expansion towards the upside. We've also spoken about the low volatility that's in the market. And really all you want to do is get your position set before the runaway market does come into play. Now, what would likely happen is the runaway market will be confirmed when you break above that line, about $71,500 on a closing candle. That's it. You won't have another opportunity. That's where things go full vertical, right? So it's better to establish those positions down here, right? We're seeing it in the stock market. The runaway market has already taken place within the stock market. And this is normal that you see crypto lag the stock market ever so slightly. Stock market runs first, and then later on in the cycle, you tend to see crypto rally. And here's your S&P 500, right? New all-time high closes yet again every single week. New all-time high closes, new all-time high wicks as well. It's just higher, 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 higher. And then you expect Bitcoin to play catch up. So my recommendation is, at least my non-financial advice recommendation, is get yourself ready, right? Get your capital at least onto an exchange where you can buy, get your Phantom wallet set up, get your MetaMask set up, get all of your ledgers, get everything that you need, your tools, your NordVPNs, everything that you need, because it's going to be too late if you're scrambling for the bull market. So I'll start you off with at least an appetizer over here from Blofin. Really amazing offer for any of you that, you want to get a little bit of money back when you actually trade. Use the link in the description below. You can see they have amazing offers over here. If you get a certain trading volume threshold, which is very easy, by the way, it says $1 million, but understand $1 million is super easy when you're trading on leverage. It doesn't mean you have $1 million account, right? You're just using, remember, $1,000 on 10x leverage. As soon as you open and close the trade, you just traded $10,000. You do that 10 times, you did $100,000, and you continue to do that over a couple of weeks, you'll be at $1 million volume, and then you get yourself AirPods, right? And then the next prize over there is going to be Nintendo Switch. And then you have an iPhone 15, and then you have a MacBook Pro with an M3 chip, and then you go into the Apple Vision Pros, and then eventually you can get yourself a Rolex, right? So use the link in the description below for Blofin. This is a non-KYC'd exchange, right? So over 300 different trading pairs. They have a great user interface, very similar look and feel to ByBit, and you get a sign-up deposit as well on top of that. So that's the first thing I would say. Next, I would say have a look over here at this chart, again confirming the runaway market. If you want an earlier signal that things are truly breaking out and in an extreme runaway market, well, we need a break above this, right? At the end of this weekly close, that lucid SAR, the stop and reversal indicator that looks like that, will actually drop down further. So basically you can say, if you start to take out last week's candles high on a closing basis, which is going to be 65K, that is your early warning sign that you're going to start to head up very quickly towards this phase. And when you break above 71.5, well, that's where your runaway market is 100% confirmed, and things are going to go absolutely crazy. And you can see over here, we've compared the current cycle to the prior cycles, and we've had a look at where we are. Are we on track? And the answer is yes, absolutely, we're on track. We've been on track the whole time, despite what the rest of the people believe and feel. The difference over here, as you can see, look at the overextension of the purple leading into the halving cycle. This was a complete overextension that we haven't seen in the prior cycles, and consequently, we had to build a strong base, a foundation running sideways, the purple line over there, to basically revert back to the mean of what we saw in the prior cycles of where price is at. And now you actually have the purple lagging. So again, you're expecting catch up to occur over here. And this is where things should rapidly appreciate into the second half of the bull market, right? The second phase following the halving cycles, you should see things rally beautifully and continue onwards and upwards. So another catalyst that we're looking at over here, fundamental catalyst, is lining up to the white line over here. That's going to be on the 5th of November. That is your election phase, right? We've correlated how price moves into those election phases and why it's an important time to be focused. Why is this important right now to be looking at? It's important because you want to be forward looking to understand what may potentially come next. And if we do get a move up like we've seen in those prior election phases and the catch-up phase over here with the purple line catching up to the prior cycles, which is going to be the green and the orange over there, well, simultaneously, that should break you above the high volume area, right? There's your high volume area. You can see the cluster of volume coming in at that $63,200 level, which will then confirm your transition from Wyckoff accumulation schematic phase D into phase E, which confirms the markup phase. Remember, the markup phase is where things go vertical, right? That's where you start to go into the runaway market, which I've simply just described over here. Here's your runaway market. You're breaking above those levels. So we need to pay attention, right? We've come into the inflection point timing-wise, following the post-halving cycle. We're exactly on target. I covered that a whole lot yesterday. We've really been following this as our blueprint and map to an absolute T. And despite the emotions and how the emotions have been flipping from fear to greed to neutral, back into fear, back into neutral, nothing's changed, right? Everything is perfectly according to track over here. And we're looking for this, a sign of strength, a strong bullish move that breaks through the high volume resistance indicating the start of the markup phase, and the expectation is that will occur as soon as you start to get above this region over here. So I would say above 63,200 will build a bit of momentum, gain acceptance above that level, and then you start to move up. So I firmly believe that we've probably confirmed this next high low. I think that's it, right? I don't think that we're going down to $52,000. I said that was very, very, very unlikely. And in fact, I'm starting to even remove the possibility of coming down into this. This was base case scenario was that was going to be the low, hitting the 50% level. So far, that's proven to be the case. That was the base case. And then the lower probability case was, well, maybe if you're lucky as a bull waiting on the sidelines to gain your entries into the market, you might just get your entry at 57,500, right? 57,500. That was the golden pocket taken from your fib levels from the bottom to the top. And that is your 0.65 to 618. To me personally, based on the sentiment shift, based on the expectations for how the markets are going to look next week, I would say that the chances are that you're going to continue to rise through this, breaking through the high volume area above that 63K region. And then again, if you get above the top side of the range, it's off to the races, right? That's where things get really, really exciting. So question mark still remains over here though. Has the high low confirmed? The unfortunate truth is we only have that answer when the bulls can actually break price above this region over here. So we'll change the color to make it nice and easy to see. Above the yellow box, if you can get above the yellow box, you've confirmed the high low, you have the high, and you're in a full on reversal on the daily, and then the weekly should also start to soon transition. Now, if you want to learn more about this, you're a little bit confused, maybe you're someone that's new here, this is really more catered towards people that are beginners to intermediate. If you advance, the workshops we'll have you covered because we'll deal with that as well. Please join Whale School, right? If you join into Whale School, absolutely free. We won't charge you 1 single cent. You have 18 days, 5 hours left to join into Whale School. Please use the link in the description below because signups are limited, right? The server can only take a certain amount of people. That is Whale School, absolutely free. Beat 99% of the market. How do you beat 99% of the market? Well, very simply put, all you need to do is not lose money, and you're probably already going to be in the top 20% beating, because 80% of people lose money in trading. And then the rest of the course will help you to get into that top 1%, right? So absolutely free over there. Now, part of the reason why we're starting to shift a bullish bias into next week is because sometime next week we're going to print, of course, our bull moon, right? You can see currently we're 12 days in. So we're looking at around Wednesday next week, we should have the next bull moon, and then your high low is probably confirmed. You can see the price compressing between the EMAs, right? Between the 200 EMA and the 200 EMA on the top side. And we said we're looking for an expansion through that level. You also have over here price hanging above the horizontal yellow line at 62,160. And what that means is it's allowing your RSI to continue to trend towards the upside, right? So you can see the RSI is rejected from the bearish control zone. What is the bearish control zone? The bearish control zone is basically under the purple level here. If the RSI were to remain under 45, which is over there, that's where the bears take back control. So you've rejected from that level. This is a good sign, right? You want to reject from that level. You have a little bit of a W formation over here on the RSI. And believe it or not, the chart patterns actually work very, very well on the oscillators. So if you can continue to trend up over here and get into the bullish control zone while simultaneously prices hovering above those key levels that we've outlined, let's just quickly bring that up over here. Above those key levels, breaking this downsloping resistance, that's where your runaway bull market occurs. So as the title suggests, this is not clickbait. Bitcoin and crypto runaway bull market is about to kick off. Absolutely 100% not clickbait. As soon as we clear above that 67, 68K level, your runaway market will be in full force. And that could come as soon as in the next week or so. And the reason that I say that is also because we can have a look back at the statistical data, and what the data suggests to us is that in October, it's typically your third week, somewhere around the 21st of October, that Bitcoin will put in new highs in the month of October. We've also looked at seasonality. The seasonality suggests that October is a very, very bullish month, followed by November being even more bullish in October, and again supporting that we're looking for that runaway market. So consequently, the expectation would be that we should see that Twitter tweets by these analysts should start start to pick up heavily. And then soon after that, you'll start to see the YouTube views also increasing towards the upside. So we are tracking the social metrics. We're also tracking, the downloads of Phantom wallets, the downloads of Coinbase app as well, because this will be a strong indicator for how much retail coming back into the market and when is the market getting extraordinarily frothy. Now, if we look at the others market cap over here, so this refers to, the true altcoin market, well, you can see you are putting in high highs and high lows. You've broken the downsloping trend line. And from a timing perspective, well, it's all in alignment with all the other analysis that we're looking at least another 371 days of a bull market. And there will be dips along the way, right? Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely 100% not going to do that, right? Guys, never. It moves in ebbs and flows. There'll be pullbacks, but ultimately, timing-wise, we're looking for a major cycle top, somewhere around that 19th, not 19th of October, somewhere around October 2025. And you can see, well, if you look at others over here, this has a long way to go before it even gets to those previous highs, going from 219 billion up to the 460 billion highs over there. And then we want to see it actually take that level out, right? Break and hold above that and probably even put in new highs, which means we need rapid acceleration very, very soon to play catch up and to keep up with this trajectory. And that would lead on that alone to 113% move. And you would actually expect that this should go much higher into price discovery. We see the same thing, right? On Total 3. There's your Total 3 chart. Overall, if you focus on like this massive range for the Total 3 chart, range low, range high, well, you can see we are hovering right at that key 50% level, holding above the mid-range. That is significant. That is key. And this rectangle has a breakout move, which will take Total 3 up to 1.23 trillion. And things should get cooking very, very, very soon. That should also break down Bitcoin dominance, which is nearing its top. We don't have a confirmed top yet. It's going to take time, but we are getting there. Same thing for ETH BTC. We don't have a confirmed bottom, but we are getting there, approaching the bottom of the pivot level. That's why we have the eyes sitting over there at 0.036. Now, it's important to, look at things like ETH BTC because that shows when the market is healthy and ultimately most of the money is going to be flowing into altcoins. If Ethereum, which is one of the biggest blue chip altcoins, is moving towards the upside against Bitcoin, that's your signal, right? You have full-blown alt season at that point in time. So we can have a look at some of the various different altcoins. Of course, the memes have been going ballistic. We are going to talk about memes. Please do drop your chart requests below. Drop them into the comment section over there, and then we're going to have a look at that. So let's continue on over here. Let's have a look in terms of coins. Sui still hovering right around those all-time highs, looking super strong over there. Let's quickly see Solana, which was at one point looking a little bit sketchy, in trouble. And I said bulls need to step in very, very, very soon to save this thing. Otherwise, you risk going all the way down to 120. So as it currently stands, well, it is holding up over here. That's pretty decent. Now you want to see continuation. You want to see follow through. You want to see new money coming back into the market. And you want to see even Bitcoin bulls take control next week. If Bitcoin bulls take control, this should give enough momentum to start to push this up. And if you can get this above $165 and hold there, well, that's going to be looking really, really good to have confirmed the lows over here, higher low over here, and then you're breaking back into the trading range, getting above your mid-range, and now you can target up to 205. The great news with this is if Solana does that, well, then the meme coins, which we have been explicitly bullish on, should pump even harder, right? Let's have a look at Casper as well. Casper is also getting into a bit of a tough position. I did, of course, drop all of this ahead of time in Whale Room, right? So if you go into the Whale Room Discord over here and you open this up, I have been updating everybody every single step of the way. So where's the Casper chart? Let's have a look over here. I did update saying that, as you come into that key level, there it is. Expect a little bit of a reaction out of there. There it is. And if you go to the chart, that's exactly the same drawing. You got the reaction out of the upsloping trend line. If you can reclaim back above 14 over here, multiple closing candles over there, that should confirm the high low. And then you open up again the opportunity to trade to the top side at 18. This is one of the blue chip bets for the rest of the cycle. I think $1 Casper is pretty inevitable. Whether it goes above that, $3, $5, only time will tell what this market has to offer. So Casper looking good over there. Let's have a look at some of the other coins. Just double check our top real world asset pick. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. At least giving breadcrumbs of a clue that it might be launching a massive mainnet, pushing up into all-time highs, market taking that super well. We also have 𝗓𝗡𝗡 over here, which is broken out. You might get a little bit of a pullback on 𝗓𝗡𝗡 based on yesterday's candle. Only time will tell. Let's see. If it does pull back lower, look for the high low. If it just consolidates, well, that's going to be your bull flag, right? Move up over here, flag over there, and then continuation high. This is your real world asset picks over here. And we've spoken about 𝗓𝗡𝗡 as a good contender as well to be looking at. Okay, if we look at AI, I did cover AI yesterday, but looking good. You have now 𝗬𝗏 consolidating at these levels. Look at that perfect move into the golden pocket, 0.65 to 618, moving up over here. You want to see this break above the $700 mark. That should consolidate it above the range highs. And then you're looking for a big proper breakout. Okay, FET. Also, perfect move into the lower boundary of that parallel channel. Hit that level absolutely perfect into the golden pocket at $1.26. And what happened next? Well, price moving up over here. If you can break and hold above $1.50, you've confirmed the high low. You've confirmed that that low is in. And then you should be continuing towards aiming for the top part of this parallel channel, right? So all in all, that's looking good. A lot of people have been shaken out of this market, but hopefully not you guys, right? Because we've been very, very explicit on everything that we believe and what's happening next. Render is holding this level, right? So decent zone over there, but it's still coming off a strong downtrend, so it may need a bit of time. But I do think Render would be, in terms of the AIs, one of the blue chip picks that you can look at longer term. And then you got the meme coin sector, guys, absolutely flying. Now in Whale Room, which is the Discord, I'll remind you, we have been dropping some of the picks. We've been degenning into some of the coins. We'll have a look at those as well. I'll remind you of what we're looking at in Whale Room in just a moment. But if you're not in there, guys, you're missing out a lot of alpha, right? Marga pumping towards the upside. You even have Nairo making a little bit of a comeback. He has Foxy, right? Holding that range low, breaking the downsloping trend line. Really, the level to reclaim for Foxy is going to be 0.010522. Mog, very, very, very strong over there. Also holding the breakout level over here. That was your mid-range and your breakout level, and pushing towards the upside, looking good over there. Which other ones did I look at? Turbo. Okay, hit the golden pocket, moving up towards new all-time highs. Ponky also looking good. That was your buy the dip region. That was also your buy the dip region. Let's go to 𝗓𝗓. Narrowly getting towards the bottom over here of the upsloping trend line. Keep an eye out on this one, especially as the Chinese narrative heats up, right? Every single bull run, China unbans crypto. Then you expect the Chinese coins to run the hardest, right? Bonk. Okay, I personally think Bonk is in a very decent level. If you wanted exposure to an altcoin and you've missed all the others, this could be a decent opportunity. Coming out of a falling wedge, broke out, came to back test that level, creating a double bottom, absolutely perfect. And I would be looking for this to start to move up very soon. Another one that we, of course, dropped into Whale Room. If you go in over here, you can see I just updated everybody on this. You know, you're looking at the breakout on Myro. We've been eyeing this one out on the live streams for a long time. The live zooms that we do in Whale Room, coming into the bottom of the horizontal support, breaking that region, multiple candle closes above one, full-bodied one, and that's looking good, right? Probably continuation higher. If this plays out the falling wedge patterns that typically work out, you know, target 1 is going to be over here, target 2 is going to be over here, and then you can target all the way towards the top side. Basically, big moves over there, and you are seeing a shift within this market. Brett, right? Brett on base. This one is really adding pressure into this downsloping trend line, similar to what we've seen within Myro. When this does eventually grind through this region, I expect a big explosive candle towards the upside. Okay, book of memes. Lagging, right? Definitely lagging over here. It's started to form higher lows, but it's coming off a strong downtrend. So maybe a little bit of a nibble into that one's not too bad. Dollar cost average, etc. We'll get into the true DJ and stuff in just a moment, guys. Okay, PopCat is still looking very, very strong. This one's probably going to make new all-time highs. possibly even today, I would say. 𝗕𝗬𝗎 is another one that I've been looking at, right? I think that for those of you who have been late to the market, this one does present a little bit of an opportunity as it came into a strong horizontal support. It seems to be holding that. You have to have a plan where you can at least dollar cost average in case it rejects and comes down one more time. But nevertheless, the big picture look over here is that you have this massive falling wedge coming into horizontal support, very similar to Myro, right? Chart pattern wise, very, very similar to that. And then you saw what happened next is a big move up. So that is on 𝗕𝗬𝗎, right? Let's look at 𝗕𝗫𝗎𝗔. 𝗕𝗫𝗎𝗔 as well, consolidating around those highs. I think this one will eventually make another move towards the upside. I don't expect a huge breakdown on this. I think this was just a little bit of profit taking, a bit of consolidation, and then you're looking at higher prices. Now, I've added another new one to the blue chip list. Again, this was dropped ahead of time in Whale Room, but one that I've been looking at over here is FOG, right? FWOG. So it's a frog, but it's called FOG. And ultimately, it's been a beautiful chart, just grinding upwards, higher highs, higher lows, consolidating at this level. Whale Room got the entry over here right on this wick. This is the level that we got in. So I do wish I found it sooner. I know some of the DGens already got in probably a little bit before me, but nevertheless, chart looks really good. Risk starting to shift back into the market, holding above these range highs over here. We have a candle close there, new candle open. This one could explode as well today. It's currently at 19 cents. So this is a cycle long hold for me personally on FOG, right? Let's continue. Let's go into some of the more DGen things. I do want to remind you guys as well, a lot of these coins are going to be listed on Blowfin. So take advantage of that offer. Use the link in the description below. You've done the spin the wheel. A lot of you, had some great rewards from that. Now you have the opportunity to get some actual prizes. Now, of course, also if you're in a part of the world where they struggle to ship the item to you, well, they'll give you the USDT equivalent so you can buy it in your home country if you win the Rolex, for example. And guys, this is performance-based, right? So this is not a raffle. This is if you do hit those volumes, this is what you would receive, right? Cool, let's continue. Now, some DGen plays. DGen plays, please understand these come with increased risk, but also increased opportunity. Now, the true 1000x gains, 500 to 1000x gains are typically made in these types of coins. I've got a couple for you over here that I've been looking at. We've added FOG on, but FOG I told you is a more blue chip. I don't view this as highly risky because it's already at $190 million market cap. It has 20,740 holders, which is a wide distribution, right? So you can divide those numbers, divide the 190.4 million by 20,740, and you'll get a dollar amount. And you can see that that's a wide distribution, which is unlikely to mean whales are going to dump on you, right? But when we look at these types of coins, this is why it's best to dollar cost average into these things. We have over here a little bit of a narrative that's starting to form around emojis, right? So the emojis that you utilize on your mobile device, online, when you're chatting, it's literally as simple as that. We have over here dog and cat. Quite literally, that's what it is, right? Dog and cat, those are the emojis. So this is the cat one. The cat one sitting at 3.28 million, already around almost 2,000 holders. I think that, again, if you divide this number by this number, that probably gives you a wider distribution of tokens compared to what you're seeing with some of the other ones. So I think cats is one to look at over here. I've been dollar cost averaging into it since yesterday. The other one that we're looking at over here is, of course, dog, right? People seem to like dogs more than cats, which is why this one is sitting with 3,610 holders at a just under sub $10 million market cap. There it is, $9.38 million market cap. So I think these could be ones to look at. Again, our dollar cost average into both. I'm not just aping in market buying. If you do want to find out more about these, they have been dropped into Whale Room ahead of time. So I'll probably just scroll up just so you guys can double check to see the contract address. Where is this exactly? We've been tweeting a lot over here. There it is. So there's the contract addresses. Screenshot that, zoom in. Those are the ones that we've been looking at. Super, super good. There are others, right? There are others. Some of the other ones that we're looking at over here is, let's put on this. This is an interesting one. Okay. This is the Book of Ethereum, right? Book of Ethereum. Now, it has obviously pushed up a lot, but also a very healthy looking chart, right? Grinding sideways, slowly upwards, higher highs, higher lows. If you are looking to gain an entry, just mark out the levels. You have two options, either dollar cost average in to be safe, or wait for a pullback. Maybe, no guarantees. You never know with these things, but maybe you get some sort of a pullback that comes back to the range high breakout level, which is at 28 cents, right? 28.9. You have 3,480 holders sitting at a $42.57 million market cap. These will hold a much higher market cap than the Solana meme coins. And part of the reason why, guys, is of course because there's a lot more liquidity on Ethereum, right? So typically coins on ETH already start off with much higher market caps. Let me know in the comments, what else do you want to see? What else is there that you're looking at? Yes, FOG, we got FOG. We already did FOG. Drop it in the comment section and we'll have a look at some of these coins. Let me scroll through this list very, very quickly. Now, another thing that I have to warn you of, when you're playing around with these meme coins, guys, please, be careful with your wallets. Be careful of being hacked. I just took at least an image of Google to kind of show you. I just wanted to give you an example. This is not my wallet or my coins. This is just an old image of Google. But this is what the Phantom wallet looks like inside, right? So this is what I want you to be careful of. Now, if you bought Joe Biden or Dogworth Hat or Donald Trump or Beluga Cat or any of these, that's fine, right? Awesome. Those are your coins. Understand the coins that you bought. But then what you're going to see is oftentimes there'll be other coins like 𝗕𝗫𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗓. That's, of course, meant to be Vladimir Putin. And then you have Book of Meme. If you didn't buy these coins, well, some people will airdrop you these coins. But sometimes it's a Trojan attack, right? You know what a Trojan is, right? A Trojan attack where they sent a big horse and they put all the warriors inside and they make it look like it's a gift that's arriving at the castle. They bring the horse inside. All the warriors or soldiers jump out and then slaughter everybody, right? Sometimes there can be a Trojan attack. Please be careful that that doesn't happen to you. So only interact with the coins that you know that you bought, right? And then if you ever want to exit those coins out of the wallet, start with the ones that you bought. Don't touch the ones that suddenly appeared in your Phantom wallet. Chances are that they're probably okay. They're probably just airdrops because they're trying to distribute those tokens and get your attention to figure out what that meme coin is. And then that's a marketing tactic. But sometimes they come with, malware. And ultimately, they can drain your entire wallet if you interact with it. So first, you interact with the things you bought. Then you move it away into another secured wallet. And then you can touch the other things. Now, the other thing you can do to be extra safe, of course, is you can literally just connect your Phantom wallet to a ledger, which means that you would have to use the ledger as the point of finality. So I have ledgers. I have a bunch of ledgers. This one over here is currently the ledger Flex. There it is. This is what it actually looks like. So let's say if I click the button, if the screen will come on, there it is. The screen's coming on, then you got to put in your password and all that stuff, and then you have to approve it. Now, there is an offer over here that they're giving you. It's unique to Crypto Banter, which means that if you use the link below, it's the same price as what you'd pay if you went to the website, but the difference here is they're giving you $50 of Bitcoin on top of that, right? So if you do decide you want to get a ledger, consider using the link in the description below. You can toggle around, choose the colors. The current promotion is actually on this one where you're getting $50. The Ledger Flex, which is the one that I have. And again, guys, you can connect this. You can connect this to your Phantom wallet, and then that becomes the point of finality. Now, I don't recommend that you do, we call it going into the trenches, right? Going into the trenches means that you are really sieving through the sand, right? You're sieving through the absolute junk of the meme coin sector, looking for gamble plays, right? I don't recommend that you put your main money on the ledger and then connect that main ledger to your Phantom wallet while you're doing trench work, right? Don't do the trench work in the meme coin sector with your main wallet. This is separate, right? Now, if you're dealing with hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars in meme coins, which some people are, you're insane, right? You're insane to not be using a ledger at least and being safe over there. Okay, let's continue. So rant over. I just want you guys to be safe. I don't want you to lose money. There's absolutely nothing worse in this entire world than imagine grinding your way from zero to millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars from zero over a whole cycle. All the time spent watching these shows, studying the markets, reading the tweets, for you to only get hacked and lose everything in one go. Nothing worse. There can be nothing worse. I'd rather lose everything by, at least putting it on 100x leverage long and just hoping for the best. I'd rather lose it that way than getting hacked. Nothing worse. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. What else have you guys got? We have, let's just check the comment section. Solana Classic. I'll have a look. I don't even know if I've ever heard of Solana Classic, but I see that request has come up a couple of times. So let's check Solana Classic. Classic, is it even on here? No. Is it maybe on this as like some sort of a meme coin or something? Solana Classic. Personally, I found that I can't even find it. Apologies, I can't find it. Personally, I found that these derivative type of coins or forks never really do well, right? Look at Bitcoin Cash, look at Ethereum Classic. None of those things did well. All right, let's have a look at Autism on Sol. That's another request. Autism on Sol, probably another DGen one. Let's see. Autism must be this one. I'm going to go for the top one. 2 months over here, $3.7 million market cap. Obviously had a big dump. Looks like, a little bit of an attempt to take it back towards the highs. So chart-wise, all that I can comment on or say is, that's your range high. That's your range high over there. So watch as it comes into there. If it can break and hold above that, you've broken resistance and you move into price discovery. All right. We can look at Peng. Yes, let's look at Peng. That was one that I had on the list over here. And I saw recently it started to pump, right? But it was heavily down. So it's got a lot of work to do. Where's Peng? Let's just quickly search it. It's going to be quicker. Peng, USDT. There it is. There it is. Okay, 37% up. Massive candle over there, deviating back into the range. That's it, right? So ultimately, I marked this out as the range level. We said that was the level to clear. You actually cleared back above it yesterday with a closing candle, and now this one has started to explode, right? So I wouldn't be a chaser of price over here because this is a huge move, but wait for a little bit of a consolidation if this is for some reason, something that you want to gain exposure to. I don't know if this is a VC coin or Cabal coin. I don't know what the story is, but level to clear 79 cents on coin. Marga, I think we covered Marga. Yes, Marga has done very well. Held this pivot level. This is where we said watch for a little bit of DCAing in. Alternatively, you got to sweep the low over there. It obviously just ripped straight towards the upside, held above the 7,031 last 4 digits above that level and started to push up, right? So I can't see why Marga will necessarily be a long-term play. Please, when you are trading Marga, understand that, it's, of course, make America great again. And we're leading into the election phase. So as you lead into the election phase, there might be a bit of a sell the news event. So it's currently being brought up now in anticipation of that. So they're buying the rumor, sell the news, right? You guys know how that works. I actually tweeted about that on Twitter. If you go to my Twitter account, follow me on Twitter over there, guys. Lots of alpha. But if you go to my Twitter, I actually spoke that over here. There it is. Let's zoom in. I just posted about that today. I said you definitely don't want to see last month's low taken out on Tesla, potentially seeing a bearish engulfing candle following a typical sell the news event, right? They had all the various different new launches that are going to be coming out, right? The robo-taxi, of course, the robo-bus. You have the various different robots that are your personal assistants, but potential buy zone is going to be coming in low. If you want that chart, that is on my Twitter over there. Okay, Retardio. Yeah, let's have a look at Retardio. So Retardio, I would actually consider one of my blue chip picks. We got into this a long time ago. It's been doing very well. 18,890 holders. And that's a lot, guys, for Solana. That is a lot of holders, $122 million market cap. That's also a very respectable market cap. And we were buying it all the way here, aggressively buying it into this region. So had you taken that trade with us, I think you should be a couple of 100% up, right? 320% up on Retardio. The other one to look at over here is Mini, right? This has also been one of our longer term plays. We're holding the cycle long. So we're not selling. We accumulated this at the range low, again at the mid-range over there. If you even just took it from mid-range, well, you'd be up also about 300% on Mini. So those are looking good. Okay, what else? What else have we got? Phantom. Yeah, sure. Let's have a look at some of the other coins. Let's check out Phantom. How is Phantom holding up? Quick click on that over there. Okay, Phantom, it is consolidating at this level. As long as it remains, I would say above 58 cents, it's probably going to be looking good for continuation higher, but it probably just needs a bit of a cool down period, right? Following that big move. The other one, let's just check in on Rune. How's Rune doing? Let's see. And then let's also have a look at Arweave, right? Where did Rune pop to now? Rune. Okay, let's do that again. Rune. Okay, Rune USDT, and then we'll check out 𝗬𝗓𝗡 quickly. Okay, Rune holding up over here. This is probably a reaccumulation zone before the next move up. And then the other one that I want to have a look at is 𝗬𝗓𝗡 USDT. So let's see. There it is, 𝗬𝗓𝗡. Okay, also, I think reaccumulating at the lows over here for 𝗬𝗓𝗡, if Bitcoin, of course, breaks out, this is going to do the same thing. Big time. See, there's some requests on big time. Okay, obviously came off quite a strong move towards the downside. You can see, I would say this is the clear level to flip, right? Support, again, support, and then resistance. So very easy if you want one level, get back above that, get back above this. It's going to be 14.722. So 14 cents. Get above that level, get to 15 cents, hold there, and then this one should start to look good for continuation higher. Okay, AVAX. Yeah, let's have a look at AVAX. What's happening on that coin? We haven't checked it out for a while. It's right over here. Let's see. Okay. Also, I've spoken about opportunity costs. I've said, maybe that's going to be the low and you're just going to chop about it and reaccumulate over here. But there is such a thing as opportunity costs. It's going to take a while to get proper momentum back into AVAX. So personally, I'd be patient, but I would say, that's going to be your range low and your range high is coming in at 31. So range low sitting quite obviously down here at $19 and your range high sitting at $31, right? Range low, 19, range high, $30. Simple as that. Okay. What else? Okay, guys, let me know in the comment section what else you want. I would say that, I went and I asked for a bunch on Twitter. I was so overwhelmed with the amount of different coins. I'm trying to provide you the ones that I believe are the top performers. But if you can send me something that is 100% in an uptrend, it's got staying power, it's got a long-term consolidation beforehand, so that we know that it formed a strong base and it's not just something that just radically jumped up and is a pump and dump. Please let me know in the comment section after the show, because that's it from me. I'm going to see all of you on the next one. I hope you have an absolutely stellar weekend, everyone, and let's hope for high prices and the continuation of the bull run. So cheers for now, and I'll see you all on the next one.